Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, site of the All-State Sugar Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the LSU Tigers. 3-Way Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Using his legs, it's Moss.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
He escapes the pocket. He'll throw it deep down the middle of the field. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, it's got to be so rewarding for an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. That's exactly what we saw right here. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open wide receiver.
The Aggie is trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Touchdown, Aggies, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game for no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Return here from inside the 15-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And there's the handoff. First down and more. He's still running. He brings it down, but he reaches the 3-yard line.
Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football when you know they're going to run. I mean, they've been doing that forever. All the way back to Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield. Leonard Fournette. And, of course, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that great 2019 team. And now, LSU stable of backs again on this roster, too.
They've got him down out near the 40.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a first down.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
It's a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8. And it's a bunch formation. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
They come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive going. And the defense get a stop here. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And they convert on third down. Move the ball to the 36.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on that third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Looking for a guy. It's Durham. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. 7th play of the drive coming up. Breaks into the clear. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
LSU has moved into the red zone. In the red area, it's Durham. We'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
They face 3rd and short here in the playoff on the 10th play of this drive. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. Grab down the middle. It's Anderson. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive, now they have a chance to put points on the board.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Well, they run it right into a blitz. That linebacker is coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
No gain on 2nd down, and they punch it in here. 3rd and goal from the 2. And we're able to get him down.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close inside the 3-yard line, you got to come away here with a touchdown.
Here we go. It's 4th and goal. Trying to convert with a sweep. Touchdown, LSU. A much-needed counterpunch delivered. So with playoff pressure, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Back to pass. It's Reed. On the move now. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he could get out, they keep him to a short gain.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Bringing pressure. Doesn't get rid of it. He's brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. That's a huge loss.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. He just can't take the sack.
Defense is coming after him. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin from their 47. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes the grab. It's Hill. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. We'll see if the rest of this playoff game can live up to a very competitive opening period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Third down coming up after that running play. They'll try to run for the first down. That's enough to move the sticks and give him a first down at the 41.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it's third down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Quick throw to his receiver. Catch is made down the middle. Catch made quickly, but a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 25.
Well, how about that? Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the Tigers offense. Oh, just a couple names to throw out. How about OBJ? How about Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, who right now arguably two of the top receivers in the NFL, all from LSU. And watching this young man right here, he's hoping he's next in line.
And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Takes the handoff. It's Durham. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. Fourth down and 2 coming up as they try to keep the drive going. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over. On downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. Tries the right with a quick throw. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
He gets loose. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Heading left after the handoff. Looks like Texas A&M will have the first down.
But when this back has room to run, he really can hurt you with his speed and the ability to accelerate upfield to pick up the first down. Think about A&M backs over the years. They have been spoiled. Some great backs, most recently Devon A-Chain and Isaiah Spiller. But even going back, people forget Dante Hall when he wore that Texas A&M unit.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. So second down after the incompletion. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Looking to pass. It's Reed. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Fourth down and 2 coming up as they try to keep the drive going. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they passed on a field goal attempt, but got stopped on fourth down. Let's see how they play this one. They've got him in the backfield. It's a 4-yard loss.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
To dart to the left side. What a catch! Make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
So the explosive play changes the complexion of the drive. They're set up outside the 30 now. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Looking to pass here on second down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. He's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers, but he stopped short of the first down. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Back to pass. It's Nussmeier. Oh, what a grab! They make the tackle, but the offense set up with a first down in the red zone. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Second down after that run on the previous play. He hands it off from the gun. Running through the tackle. End zone ahead. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Tigers. Took some extra time in the weight room paying off on that play.
What a job shedding tackles crossing that goal line. And if you're this defense, you've got to focus a bit more on the fundamentals and wrapping up because poor tackling teams get exposed by running backs like this.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback to start the 25. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
They look to throw it here on second down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Passes the 40. Tackle is made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Chris, it's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
He's running out of time here. One down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Moves out of the pocket. He's looking to scramble. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I really like this call by this offense on 2nd and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
Rolls right, trying to make something happen. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Getting set. Here's second down. To throw, it's Reed. Looking to scramble. Throws it deep downfield to the left. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Bringing it out, it's Brown. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer for the 47. And a good timeout call by the offense after the play.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where you've got to get a little greedy, because what seemed like a drive where you're happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
And suddenly they're across midfield at the 47 after that one big play. A deep shot to the right. Tremendous protection. There was bound to be somebody open. Touchdown, LSU.
Just when we thought this game might be slipping away, these guys come right back down the field with a quick strike and a touchdown, and it's back to being a close game.
PAT puts them in front by 7. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off the hopes for defense and get a quick stop. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Reed. He escapes the pocket. It's a deep shot to the right. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, what a spin. They bring him down, but a chance to turn that into points just before halftime.
Well, that's That's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
Grab behind the line. It's Durham. And bringing him down, but the back able to pick up some decent yardage in that screen. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Close to the tight end. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Sets up a third down and 2. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Now the Aggies will kick it off to begin the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. As the first down is still going. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
The old toss play, Chris, as you know, this used to be really a popular play in college football, and teams ran this out of the I formation. Now in college football, you see them running out of pretty much any formation. But the key still is being able to seal the edge, whether it's your tight end or your offensive tackle, to allow the back to get to the corner.
So quickly, all the way up to the 36 in his first down. And now the handoff. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Looking for his big tight end. He makes the ground. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking for the wide out. Back down the middle, it's Thomas. They finally get him
have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
He'll hand it off. They've got it in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. Third and short during this playoff game, the 8th play of the drive. Runs through the defender. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push.
It's complete. That's enough for a first down. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a first and goal from the 10.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, I love watching the speed of this defense. This time doing a good job of reading their keys. They saw the guard pull, shot through the A-gap, use their speed and instincts to blow this play up.
Looking to throw. It's Nussmeier. Running out of time in the pocket. They finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
I love to see this by this quarterback. And instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage, he just takes off. Reminds his defense what he can do with his legs and almost took it to the house.
After a long drive, it's a crucial 4-point play. When they score a touchdown, have to settle for 3. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Well, they decide to throw the ball here on 3rd down and short. I really thought the easy thing is just run the quarterback or hand it off, pick up the first down, keep this drive alive, and get 6 points on the board.
So they pass on the chip shot field goal. They're going to go for it. 4th and goal from the 5. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And he's got it. Touchdown, LSU.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point makes it a 17-point game. We've got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll give it to the back. Eludes a tackle. Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Looking to throw. It's Reed. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. He tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
Important second down play coming up. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Offense getting set. It's second down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He's past the marker and still going. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Aggies.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
And the PAT makes it a 10-point deficit, 31-21. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. That's a solid gain, moves the ball to the 29.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Pump over the middle. It's Hill. Tackle after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the third quarter. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. And as we reach the end of three, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
That's another good run here by this back. You know, he's been inside, he's been outside. At times he's had to be patient, showing his vision. He now has 97 yards on the ground today. A few more carries, he's likely going to go over the century mark.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
See if he can make something happen with the return. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Scanning the field. It's Reed. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
So now at the 13-yard line, it's second and long. Looking for a man. On the move now. Scrambling. Now he'll make the throw. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Caught over the middle. It's Concepcion. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain. Getting closer to midfield now.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Back to throw again. Deep ball falling away. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Moves out of the pocket. Going to try to use his legs here. Fighting off the defender. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Defense does a nice job here of pressuring the quarterback, but once he takes off to scramble, he gets to the outside and breaks contain, gets out of bounds, and picks up some good yards.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. 4th down, he's throwing for it. Complete with a running back. Can he get first down yardage? And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
I know that this guy can make plays downfield, but Chris, how about this touchdown? 4th down, they throw it to him short. He not only picks up the first down, but with his wiggle and speed, he takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out, it's Brown. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Forced to punt last time, trying to add points, build the lead right here. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss, 2nd down and 11. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. The receiver grabs it. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. The short hands. It's Brown. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up with the 36. Now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's got it with room to run. Breaks into the clear. Inside the 2. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion.
That's one way to be able to move the football up the field in a hurry. These are the types of plays that can really galvanize an offense.
So it's 1st and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Chris, this is situational football. This is really where the great coaches separate themselves, because in these kind of situations, this is where you want to be able to score and kill the clock. Some teams do it better than others, and that's primarily coaching and execution and preparation. It'll be interesting to see how this offense navigates this spot of the field.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for 2nd and goal. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
All right, here we go. This is really it. And the defense knows that if the offense is able to score here, it's essentially over. It's mano a mano at the line of scrimmage. Let's see which side can gain the most leverage.
Snap to the back. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
They keep the kicker on the sidelines. It's 4th down from the 4. They're going for it. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Looking to the end zone. And it's broken up there. Great play, a 4th down stop.
Boy, interesting call to me, Chris. With the lead, a chance to maybe settle for a field goal, make it a 2-possession game. Instead, the aggressive approach. Now you give your opponent a chance to get back in this game.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he drops it. Can you believe it?
I think the receiver just may have lost his focus on this outbreaking route. The quarterback delivers a very well-thrown football, so that one's going to be on the receiver.
The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes, and the offense produce some magic. Looking to scramble. On the run, he'll let it go. And this one is caught. He's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
It comes down to this in this playoff game. 4th quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Look out, room to run here. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
The defense is so concerned with the play downfield, they fail to account for the quarterback and his ability to make plays like this with his feet. Not only
looking to make a play deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
What a great job here by the defender on a deep ball downfield. One of the toughest things to do is get your head turned back, locate the football. He does it perfectly and bats it away.
Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
Chris, this is it. Last shot here. Let's see if anybody can come up with a miracle play.
Offense getting set here, needing some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock winding down. Looking for a late, deep throw. And this one is dropped and incomplete as time runs out to end the ball game. Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game. An offensive show. Who's going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least the 30s, and we weren't disappointed. These offenses came to play, but you're right. One defense made some plays when they had to, and the other one didn't. Simple as that.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason. The winner moves on. And so do we. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.